Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake on YouTube. And what we're going to make is chocolate oatmeal cake. This particular cake comes up light and moist and so delicate. Well, I think you're really going to love it if you make this recipe. What we're going to do is we're going to first start off with probably the most important thing. And you're going to need 1 cup of oats, okay? And you're going to need 1.5 cups of boiling water. So I'm going to put that in right now. 1.5 cups of boiling water. I'm going to give it a stir. And then I'm just going to set this aside till I need it, okay? Now, the next thing that you're going to be putting in is solid shortening. Now, if you don't like solid shortening, maybe this isn't the recipe for you. I have several other oatmeal cakes and chocolate cakes on my channel, so check it out if you don't like shortenings. You will need, if you're going to, give this recipe a try, you're going to need 1/2 cup of shortening. So I'm going to put that in my mixing bowl. You can certainly make this cake with your hand mixer if you don't want to use your stand-up. I, of course, prefer it for the videos because it's a lot faster. Now, once you break up that shortening and cream it, you're going to start slowly adding your granulated sugar. And you're going to use 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. Now, I'm going to turn up my mixer a little bit, so I want to warn you about the sound, because I just got to bring this shortening and the sugar a little bit together yet. Alright, now that's probably going to take you 2 or 3 minutes, depending on the speed that you're using. The next thing we're going to start putting in one at a time is eggs, and you'll need 2 eggs at room temperature. I just want to get to the sides. Now you're going to beat this till it becomes very fluffy, very light, and it'll have just a beautiful yellow, pale yellow color to it. All right, now let's start on our dry. You're going to be needing 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And I'm going to put that in a little at a time. That was 1 cup. You're also going to be putting in 1/2 cup of baking cocoa. And again, this is the unsweetened. So I'm going to put that in. Now you'll just want to stay with it until it starts to cream and starts to form like a batter, a thick batter. Let me show you what I meant by that. It's thick because it doesn't have any more moisture in it from all that dry ingredient. So I'm going to turn on my mixer again, so I'm going to warn you about the sound. Okay, you're also going to be putting in 1 teaspoon of baking soda. You're going to be putting in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then you're also going to be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm just going to bring that together a little bit here. Now, you'll really want to, blend that really well. Okay, and again, that might take you 3 minutes, maybe it'll take you 4 minutes, really depends on your speed and you're using a hand mixer or a stand-up or that type of thing. Now, I'm sorry to tell you, as I mentioned in all my videos, I no longer give the recipes due to people taking my videos, claiming them they're theirs, taking them to other sites, and it's just not worth the time anymore to do so. So, you know, I'm really sorry about that. But so many people on YouTube, well, they're doing the same thing. They're not even bothering to putting their recipes on. So I'm trying to give the directions, you know, clearly to you and slowly so that you can catch it, because it won't be below the video. I do want to encourage you to watch me solely on YouTube, because that's the only place that I post and publish my my videos. Okay, so now this is ready. You can see how softened up it is from that boiling water. It's very mushy, in other words, it looks like. And then I'm going to slowly add that to this mixture. I want to get it all out, and I want all that, you know, moisture. If there's any liquid left, I really need it to make that batter. So make sure that you remove it all out of your bowl. And now we're just going to spend a little bit of time beating this. And again, you need to beat this till everything's really well combined. And that's probably going to be about 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. It really depends on you. All right, I'm going to take my paddle out, take off the excess, and set that aside. Okay. Then I'm going to give it a good stir. Push that mixer out of the way, just to make sure that everything was combined on the bottom, because it tends to stick on the bottom of the bowl. Okay, and this is what your batter, cake batter, will look like. It's not going to be real thin and runny. It's more on, you know, medium thickness. So everything's okay. If you're thinking it should be thinner, that's how it turns out. Okay, you can smell this beautiful chocolate, and when it's baking in the oven, oh, it's just a fantastic cake. Okay, now what you will need to do, of course, is to grease your pan, and I lightly dust mine with flour, or you can use breadcrumbs if you prefer. And I'm using a 10-inch 3-inch tall pan. Now you can use 2 8-inch rounds if you want, and you know, make 2 layers, but I like to just use the one pan. I usually also don't put a middle filling in it. I actually just frost the whole entire cake. But you can, you know, you could slice it in half and have, you know, a filling on the inside if you want. And I'm just going to take that really nice chocolate batter here, and you can see all that, the oatmeal in it. I want to get it all out. I don't want to waste any. Okay, we'll give it a tap here. Now, you're going to bake this cake at 350 degrees, and it could take you anywhere from 30 to even, well, 45 minutes. It really depends. If you're going to use the 8-inch, though, I would suggest to start watching them within 25 or 30 minutes. But being I'm putting all this batter in this pan, it's going to take longer to bake this cake in this pan than it would on the 2 8 rounds. Okay, so you know, if you're using the two rounds, It's going to bake up a lot faster, and you don't want to overbake this cake because you don't want it to be dry. Now let me wash my hands real quickly. And I want to show you what this cake looks like once it is baked up. And it will come out looking like this. Now, if you don't choose to put a frosting or an icing over, it's great with a powdered sugar glaze or sprinkling powdered sugar over the top. This cake really is delicious on its own. But I went ahead and I put one of my chocolate fudge frostings. If you're looking for frostings or icings, I have several on Diane Lovetobake, of course only on YouTube, so check it out. And then I went ahead and I garnished the sides and the top with almonds. I will tell you that I was getting ready to do the video, but I guess my family decided to actually sample the cake. So I don't have a full cake to show you, but what's nice is that I can cut a piece of it to show you the texture of the crumb, okay? So I'm gonna do that right now for you, okay? It is such a light, delicate, moist cake when you eat it, and you can taste that rich chocolate flavor, and then with the oatmeal, it just makes such a moist, light textured cake with or without frostings. It's really absolutely delicious. So I really hope you try this cake, and if you like it, you know, please leave a comment because I like to hear from you. But again, you really got to watch me on YouTube, because what happens is so many times you write questions or comments or whatever, and if somebody's taken my video, I'm not getting any of those messages. I can't answer you, and it's very, very frustrating for me. So please solely watch me and write to me if you so choose on YouTube. If you're so inclined and you'd like to subscribe to the channel, boy, I'd really appreciate it. Or ring the bell, or even give me a like. I appreciate every viewer that takes the time to watch or to write to me. I will answer as quickly as I can. And I just want to thank you for watching Diane Lovetobake on YouTube. And I'll see you soon.